song do we want to play?
You pick, Bryno. It's your call, buddy.
B3's back. All right, here we go. 1, 2, ready, go.
We are back.
We're back.
Everybody, yeah, rock with Toddy, yeah. Everybody must be Wednesday night. B3's back, all right, all right. Oh my God, they're back again. Spitting takes that should've win. Deco's here, he'll take a bow. Bryno wants to make us and he wants it now. Are we original? Yeah. Is this part number 1? Yeah. Are they sexual? No. B3's everything you need. Subscribe to it right now. Everybody, yeah. Rock with Toddy, yeah. Everybody.
All right, that's enough of that.
That's enough of that shit.
That was
This new mixer, I can't fade it out. I don't know how. I got to figure that out. What's up, boys?
well.
Good to be back.
It is good
Where
to
we
be back.
been?
Well, we've had things going on.
A lot of things.
A lot of things going on.
Usually we're only a quarter of a way through our hiatus.
Yeah,
But really?
I mean, unless Todd books a summer guest like my uncle,
Like your uncle. Greatest guest ever.
it was the most edited episode ever.
I think we should start with the fact that Todd had fun with us
He didn't have fun
on
but
Saturday.
I didn't kill myself or anyone else. So,
No, now come on, Todd. Tell us.
all right,
tell
let's go over everything. One, they give you a ride from the parking lot there at Brown County.
You-
Brown County softball
I did. I got a
semi-state.
ride.
What was the first question you asked the AD when we got there?
I said, "Where's the snacks?
That's it. That's a direct quote.
Where's the snacks?"
That is a direct quote.
We hosted semi-state for 20 straight years. I saw Todd and gave him the hospitality
he
pass.
just gave me he gave me a pass to get a bratwurst or something.
Yes, sir.
But they had the hamburgers, the hot dogs, of which I don't know if I had a hamburger or hot dog. Bryno was sending people on trips to get him hot dogs. If you remember, that poor little girl.
Well, they came, because they ran out.
They ran out.
And they said, does anybody want a hot dog? And as Cindy and the staff at Red Bones knows, I ain't going to say
I'm
no.
gonna say no to a hot dog.
But they had a, what do you call this thing, like a roaster
a roaster
up there in the
filled
press
with,
box.
filled with the meats.
You could have had 20 cheeseburgers if you wanted it, Todd.
You know, I did who's the catcher in the Boston system from Petersburg?
Kevin Brown.
Right,
Tony
his
Payne?
son ended up playing
Yeah.
USI.
Yeah, and he played for the Brave system for a while.
Yeah, well, I went down and I went to Indianapolis and covered one of his games way back, like 2002 or
yeah,
3.
yeah.
And they had the press box there for the Indians. They had beer, and it said no beer for reporters before the 7th inning. So
Before the 7th.
Before the 7th
Did
inning.
you violate that rule, Todd?
No. Listen, rules are made to be.
That's usually when they cut you off, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, well, that's for the press. So
Okay.
the best food we ever had at one of those things was at University of Illinois.
Really?
Oh my God!
Did they have a cutting station?
They had a cutting station. They had cutting stations, or they would have, make your own sandwiches, but with really good stuff, good rolls, and good. Chief Alana could take care of you.
Bankers Life Fieldhouse is the worst, right?
Yeah.
No, that's for IHSAA.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, as far as like
Pacers and things like that. No, they're pretty. They used to be pretty good.
but just for the IHS, I mean, I assumed it was better for the Pacers, but for the IHSAA, they don't exactly roll out the red carpet.
Didn't you get a steak?
I get.
Or did you
I
change
changed
it?
it.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
You know what? Now
This
that
is
we're
yours, but
on,
I changed it.
video,
Show it to 'em.
people can actually see what we're having. We
That's
don't
too
just
large.
have to describe it
Gosh.
Thank you very much,
to us.
Sarah.
This podcast
I
brought to
copied
us
Mike.
by Pabst Blue Ribbon. I have my own deal with them.
I need to make
Your
sure.
own side.
Oh, you went
and
out
I
on your
own
own.
Todd.
deal.
Yeah. So, obviously, I guess we'll go around the table, say what everybody's been up to. But I know what the guy to my right and myself have been up to. We are still well into June and calling high school sports.
It's not been much of a summer so far, if you want to get right down to it, between not just our broadcasts and the extra things that we've had to do, but basketball camps and this camp and that camp. It's been the busiest June I've ever been a part of.
Yeah, and we can talk about the Bar Reef softball later. Cougs are still alive in baseball, and then the golf regional is this week, state next week, but lots of stuff still going on. This high school season just won't end for us, and we've got one more broadcast to do.
We got one more in us. That's number 105 this season.
Wow.
Bryno, with all
many,
together, including the coach's show and everything else.
How many radio stations around the state of Indiana are even in the ball? And that's not just station. That's just you and I've done a bunch of those. But you count our collective stations with North Davis football, Lagodi basketball, Washington basketball. My goodness.
Yeah, it's really special around here as far as the coverage and that type of thing. Like I told you guys off the air. Been listening to you a lot and all your broadcasts. And, I mean, you've done it for all the teams that advances, and so
yeah, incredibly. I mean, I can't thank my partner enough for bringing me into this this broadcast for the teams, because I've been doing.
Another one.
Let's see, I've been doing girls basketball for 6 years.
I just need Sully's ketchup.
Been doing basketball for 6 years, but I've tried, started the other stuff, and this is now going to be my fourth state championship game in 4 different sports that I've called.
wow.
Isn't that incredible?
This year or
Over in the last, 3 years?
Yeah, 3. Yeah.
Yeah,
how many teams have been to the state for Bar Eve this year?
This will be the 5th, and if golf goes, they'll be the 6th.
And that's tomorrow.
that is tomorrow.
Or today, maybe when
you're listening.
When you're
Yeah,
listening.
I saw a lot of buses out there, people practicing.
Yeah, a lot of practice rounds. I know the Vikings had their team dinner in here tonight, but that'll be a loaded field tomorrow.
Yeah, I was the guest lecturer at the Viking golf dinner.
You were.
Yeah, just discussed how
I
to
heard
regulate.
I heard you were the spiritual advisor.
No, I did offer, but they said no. I think we're good.
Yeah.
Actually.
Trying to keep the karma points going.
Yeah. So speaking of karma, as we go around the table and find out what everybody's doing,
We just need him to tell us himself.
I think there's been, one of the hallmarks of Dow's coaching career is that he sometimes, how do we say this, lacked patience maybe with the officials, and now. Just like Bob Knight becoming a broadcaster for ESPN, Dow is an official.
Is it? I mean, we're gonna officially call me an official.
Well, you've reffed all day today.
That I did.
How'd it go?
It went well, and I'm definitely a summertime ref because I don't have the signals.
Yeah.
I can blow the whistle and know what I'm looking for, but the hand motions, and I'm also 56, and I figured out changing directions and speeding up and slowing down is a little more difficult than what I imagined.
Well, you'll figure it out. I've seen some of the officials that are still working games.
Yeah.
So,
it was good.
what's your goal with it, Dow? Is it just
I don't know yet.
just to have some fun in the summer, make a little extra money, even being that you are 60% retired?
Right now, that's it. I can see myself doing games in the winter. I would have to get so much better at my mechanics, though. So, like I said, I think I can call what fouls and travels and all that stuff. It's just doing it the right way. So, I don't know. Right now, make a little money in June, July, and stay in shape. It's going to get you in shape a little bit.
You've been a big step guy lately.
I have. I've been a big advocate for myself of trying to
we were
line it up for the future.
Let me see how many I've got today. Go ahead.
No, we were at Gibson
looked at
Southern
mine
today playing junior high basketball and talked to Coach Mike Wagner, who was there, and then he was going back to Washington tonight. And he was talking to Evan Waitmeyer, who you coached against at Bar Eve, and And
That's bad.
no, there was. Oh, how many? 12.
Less than that. He's got 16,000.
Okay, he's moving. No, but one of the things Evan said when everybody always thought Dal was demonstrative. Evan, who played against you guys as a varsity player for 3 years, he said, no, it's not like that. He said 90% of the time, anything that Dal was saying was almost, there was a lot of sarcasm and a lot of humor.
Yeah.
Like it was just it was a 32-minute dialogue. That was pretty funny, and people will never believe that. But
people have no idea.
But one of the guys who was on the other side of you is just like, oh no, it was mostly funny. Like it was, it was comical.
It was
most
banter.
Of it. It was banter.
And I'm prepared to get some of that. So I didn't get any of it today.
That's the kind of crap you've been bitching about for years.
I'm prepared to get some of that. But no, it didn't happen today. But I'll go back again Friday and do a couple next week. So
awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. But you asked what we've been doing. I just got back from the Caribbean. You
How
guys
was that?
You guys been working. I've been laying on the sand. It was.
Dal's had more vacations in the last 3 months than Todd's had in the last 7 years.
17 years.
I've had more vacations in the last 2 months than I've had in the last 20 years. So.
True.
Yeah, for sure. Caribbean was fantastic.
Yeah.
Great weather, obviously, the water, and the place where we went, there was so many things to do, like go here, go there, go there.
Was it Antigua? Where'd you go?
It was a place called Anguilla.
Okay.
It's Anguilla.
Okay.
It's right off St. Martin.
All right.
So it was really cool. It was. We haven't gone on very many. We went on honeymoon, 10-year, and then this is 20-year anniversary. So a lot of fun.
By the time you guys, the basketball coaches, get done with your year, get done with school, or if you coach anything in the spring, then you're right into camps, then you're right into summer basketball. Yeah.
If you wanted to take vacation, you had about 3 weeks in July, and that's it. That's it. Wow. And that's the last 25 years of my life.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we've been going some places, doing some things. Pretty cool.
Todd, how's your summer?
It's okay.
Just okay, Todd. You're learning new skills every day.
Yes.
Oh, do you want to go there?
Well, hang on. That's an entire segment tonight, I believe.
Well, it's going to lead to one. That's for sure.
Basically, I'm teaching myself to fly. I'm not really using any books or
Instructors.
You're using
or
TikTok.
simulators.
I'm using Reels. Thank you. I don't like TikTok. However,
Now, what is Real? Is that Facebook?
that's Facebook's
Okay.
move. And yes, I've been pretty. Here's the way I looked at it. It's called non-traditional learning. Okay, non-traditional learning. And do you think Abraham Lincoln had a physics professor in the cabin with him? No.
He had TikTok.
He had Mary Todd.
He didn't. Well, actually, he didn't in the cabin, but
Oh.
he taught himself law, taught himself everything. And that's sort of what I'm doing with aviation. I'm going down 2 tracks. One is the Cessna 172, and the other one is the Boeing 737.
Let's talk about the Cessna 172. What's the payload allowance on that?
It's one JFK Jr. flew.
Well, whoa. I don't think that was a 172 in all honesty, but no, I mean it's I'm working on my pitch and my yaw and my how the elevators work and how the rear stabilizers work and what happens if you're getting ice in the carburetor. I'm going through I'm doing it in a non-linear manner.
Okay.
Whatever the next video comes up is where I go.
That's
to.
where you go. So you don't get to one subject and just stay on.
No, I'm
Yeah.
What he's setting up for, if he takes actual flying lessons, the instructor's going to hate him because he's already going to act like he knows
Yes, exactly.
everything.
Well,
And there's zero chance of that.
I was on an aircraft carrier. I was on an aircraft carrier, for Christ's sake.
What were you doing on that aircraft carrier?
A lot of different things. Okay,
Your
you
wife.
want to know what I did in
Your
the
wife
Philippines?
says
You blew it up once, right?
That was Libya.
Yeah.
But my whole point is, yes, I've been doing that for God's sake. That takes a lot of time.
Yeah.
What did you do in the Philippines?
Oh, wouldn't you like to know?
Well, you asked a rhetorical question, and I did the polite thing and said,
You didn't need to.
okay.
Because there was nothing polite about the Philippines.
Did you learn how to ask dirty questions in Tagalog?
My name is still legendary in Subic Bay.
Well, and you're right, talking about this segment. It got me to thinking last night as I was watching a show, and I got thinking, I think I could do this. And then, so I asked the guys, like, think of
This
something
ended up being a great little banter back and forth while Todd was asleep last night.
Think of something that...
Well, I did. You pissed the shit out of my wife last night because she said my phone was going ding, 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 ding.
When doesn't it?
Trust me, I don't. After
4
9
times a
o'clock,
week.
after 9 o'clock at night, my phone doesn't usually do anything. People know about it.
Have you considered turning your ringer off?
Yeah.
No.
But anyway, like, what have you watched on TV or videos that you feel that you're an expert? And I thought of this while I was watching The Deadliest Catch that I've been watching since like 2009 or 10. I'm pretty sure I could captain a shrimp or a crab boat.
Forrest Gump could captain a shrimp boat.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta, you map it out and you go where Phil went back in, the late 2000s. And
The deadliest catch without the crabs. We're out of gas. Called the Arabs.
So you think you could pull up?
You know where that's from? Boats and Hoes. Boats and Hoes. It's from Step Brothers.
Yeah.
Okay.
what is it, like the Catalina
The Catalina wine mixer.
fucking wine mixer?
So
How's
you
your
think you
pizza?
could set all those
Pots?
and then go
yes.
find them again on your radar and
I think it'd take me just a minute to figure that part out. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
and and those guys, they act like they know. I think they just stumble upon it, and they go where someone fished before, and they do it, and you got to space them out, and then you let them soak, good 24-hour soak. You do a test pot, and then you go back and you pick them up.
well, the real thing is when all that stuff breaks down and you got to fix it all. And
You know what they do? Bobby, get down there. Now, they don't know. So, yeah, I think I could be a crab fisherman.
all right.
Todd, outside of being an aviation expert,
Aviator.
an aviator, hopefully you would be more successful than fellow Purdue alum Amelia Earhart.
Or Gus Grissom.
Oh, God.
Oh, God, what a brutal death that guy had.
It's true.
Mitchell, Indiana. Holy cow. So, do you have another one?
Do I have another Purdue Aviator?
Yeah.
Neil Armstrong?
No, like, you're saying you can be an astronaut?
I would think that I would have a little trouble getting in the capsule.
Probably easier time than you would get out.
There's certainly elevators that don't want me.
I don't know if you get out.
Grissom didn't have to worry about that.
Oh, my. Todd. Why so mean?
How is it that little section of the world? Was it Grissom, Bowersox?
Bowersox, Grissom, and then there's another.
in Lawrence County,
Lawrence
Indiana.
County,
I
Indiana.
think those guys are, though. Grissom is the only Mitchell one. I think the other two are.
5 miles away in Bedford.
Well, but I mean, I think they went to Bedford or
But
one of the
Still
other.
pretty
schools.
cool. I got to.
Malcolm Gladwell talked about that on one of his podcasts, in kind of a companion piece to his book Outliers, and small groups of talent in a certain geographical area at a certain time. Like, how do you explain it?
Yeah,
So,
that's pretty cool.
I mean, I'm trying to think of another situation like that where people come together out of nowhere.
San Pedro de Macorís and the shortstops.
yeah, you need, if you haven't read the book, you need to read it. It's fantastic. Does a great job explaining.
Don't they have the Dominican baseball academies down there though?
Well, they
the
do.
Yankees do, the Dodgers do.
Now,
They do a great job of explaining, like,
Dr. Adam Trailer.
the Beatles and British rock and roll, and you just had bang, 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 not just the Beatles, but all of these groups coming at the same time. But they talked about how they were so ready when they got to the United States because of the club scene
in Hamburg.
and Liverpool and different places. And by the time, if anybody's ever heard of the 10,000 hour rule, they had essentially played live music 340 days a year for hours a day by the time, they were an overnight success story, 10,000 hours in the making, and it was all happening at the same
Which
time.
is a little like my aviation career.
They talked about the tech billionaires and how they all had access to different types of computer labs. All they went into Bill Gates and Larry Ellison, and I mean it was kind of a remarkable thing.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, Dow, what's something that you could conquer?
Well, I had two things. Those professional fishermen make catching those bass look pretty easy, but then I go out and do it, and yeah,
You can't do it.
no. But they figure it out, and somehow they do it. But the one I liked is there's a guy out in Utah that he goes, and anytime you like get your camper stuck in the sand or your ATV wedged between rocks, he takes his big rigs out and gets them off the cliffs, and pulls them. And I just think that'd be so fun.
Did you see that on a reality show? Or?
Yeah, no, it's on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
It's on YouTube.
Just for the record, that would be the last thing I would ever choose to do.
He's known so much on YouTube that like people flock to watch
Really?
him do it. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I've never even heard or thought of that before, so
Yeah.
I've heard something.
There you go. I want to go to Utah and pull out ATVs.
Are you going to talk about Josh McRoberts or not?
No, hang on. We haven't got
This
to my
is a
talent
show,
yet.
Todd.
Oh, okay.
We got to flow.
We're flowing.
Yeah.
What's your talent?
Flowing, brought to you
Oh.
by Pabst.
I get 1,000,000%. I'm not going to say the best in the world, but I could be top 5 quickly. And Bryno, we're kind of in the same genre, same channel. I could be an ice road trucker. 100%.
No way.
Yeah, 100%.
Really?
I mean, all you
Yeah.
got to do is press the gas, I guess.
Yeah, but I think
Pray.
no. I
Yeah,
think
pray.
I think geologically, I would know where to go by how the ice looks. Yeah. What? Yeah. No. What? Have you never researched like the depth of ice just by looking at it?
Yeah, but if you're driving 60 miles an hour, how do you...
But you've got to make these split-second decisions about, that looks fine, but it's
Looks
only
fine.
8 inches deep.
Like suddenly his aviation career is starting to look better.
Yeah. Ice road trucker and
I'm just
ATV
saying,
rescue guy?
I'm good enough to get on the show without any practice
You think so?
and just a bold
I
statement.
think it just takes guts
I think-
to get in
well,
there.
I think-
and
I
I don't
don't
think
know,
you're reading anything.
People at the Discovery Channel, if you need a novice ice road trucker, we've got him.
I'm in. Sign me up.
how about you could do elementary volleyball scouting?
Well, I'm an expert at that.
I know that.
I'm an expert.
That'd be a good reality show. I mean, not Mike doing it, but just go in and is there one about youth sports and how terrible all the people are?
Well, we've done that on this show.
No, but I mean, is there a reality show about that where they...
Toddlers and tiaras.
That wasn't sports, though.
Oh. You don't think beauty pageants are athletic,
Well,
Todd?
there was
No,
that
nor is
junior
cheerleading,
years
but-
ago. There was a junior league football.
Cheerleading might be.
No. That's fine. It takes athleticism.
There was a junior league football show 10 years ago or so that kind of, that wasn't the focus of the show, but they kind of got into it.
Okay.
Well, I'm in on that.
Yeah.
But no, ice road trucking, no doubt about
So
it.
we got...
So you two are like cold weather.
Yeah, I'm
Cold weather.
I'm fascinated
What were
by
you doing
I
again,
couldn't
Brian?
handle the cold
by
weather.
the tundra.
Captaining a
crab
crab
boat.
Yeah.
Dude, that'd be so scary.
Are you a big crab eater?
It's
No.
you and the
Okay.
tundra.
Yeah, you it's the most isolated places on earth.
So when your truck breaks down,
Gotta
You ain't
figure
no mechanic.
Got to figure out ways to survive. Now, I didn't say anything about being a good mechanic.
I know, but
I'm just assuming
Yeah,
it's all going to work.
We're hoping the boats and trucks don't break.
Yeah, yeah.
I could come in and land those rescue planes with the big fat tires. You know, the ones we're
Yeah.
talking about for all terrain.
Yeah.
I come in and rescue you.
Yeah, skipping out. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
puddle jumpers.
Well, no, puddle jumpers are the ones for the water.
That's what
you
I-
need the ice one.
Well, I didn't know they were different. See,
That would
that's
be
why
my
I'm not an
favorite plane.
aviation expert,
That would be
Todd.
my
That's
favorite
why
plane.
you would be
the
so talented in
PBY
that.
Catalina.
I've
from
always
World War II.
I've always wanted to fly.
Would
on one of
anyone fly with Todd if
No.
he was piloting?
I would do it right now.
those. He will get on an Escalade.
I don't. Yeah. Here's the deal. When I got out of the Navy and went back to Purdue,
Thank you for your service.
I took several flight lessons. Okay, it was a Cessna 150 at the time, and I
Versus
wasn't
the 175.
172.
72 that you're studying on
But
now.
well, I need a little more room in the back seat.
I got you.
In case I want to take a case of beer or something. But no, I did it. The very first one I took up, I got with the instructor and a fraternity brother of mine. And we get in the plane and we're talking to the guy. He goes, "So you've done this before?" I said, "I was on an aircraft carrier, for God's sakes." You know what I mean? Which was pretty
in the
much.
kitchen?
It's a nice kitchen and it was very loud.
How many different questions can you answer that has nothing to do with your naval experience? Can you answer with? I was on an aircraft
I was on an
carrier.
aircraft carrier. I like to think most every one of them.
Not enough to
condescending
finish
about it.
first in a trivia contest, though.
However, I will say this: like I did, I took about 3 or 4 flights with it, and we just determined I wasn't very good.
Yeah.
I just wasn't good. But
And taking it up in your 60s seems like the logical next
it's
step.
35 years later, 40 years later, whatever it's been, and I think I'm ready now.
So you would fly,
Oh yeah, if I could get in the plane,
but you won't go in an elevator.
I'll go in one. But I mean, I don't like. As a general rule, I don't like any place that has an elevator because that means
There's people.
I'm out of my element. Not in my element.
So you prefer
is gonna fly.
steps to an elevator?
No,
You just prefer a one-level
one
dwelling.
level. I would be a flat earther only because it's flat.
Do you have to, if you rent a plane, do you have to prove you can fly it first?
We'll find out.
I mean, like if you go to Enterprise Rent-A-Car, I guess you have to have a license, but that just means you knew how to drive at one time.
I gotta have a. I got my old Naval Reserve, the one they give you when you get out.
Yeah, just flash that.
I'll flash that and be like, boom.
Listen, I watched an episode of Mayberry, of Andy Griffith one time, and Aunt B learned how to fly. If Aunt B can do
And
it,
I'm sure she's got the same body mass index I do. And if Aunt B is flying, why aren't I?
Yeah, what's holding you back, Todd?
What's holding me back?
I don't think it'll turn out well.
I did make my
You're
poor,
telling Todd not to fly?
Yes.
I did make my poor son-in-law.
maybe when I'm
Todd,
out
tell
of
us the real reason. First of all, congratulations are in
yes,
order.
very much. Congratulations.
Yes, thank you. Bryno sent a gift, just for the record.
Well, can you tell us what congratulations are in order
My daughter
for?
got married last weekend.
To a pilot.
He's a aviation.
Like Todd, he's a future.
He's an
pilot.
aviator. No, he's got his wings and
Oh,
everything.
he does. Okay.
Yeah, he's a first lieutenant, so he's got wings and he's got flying experience.
People can
You
actually
know.
see me order my drinks now.
How long do you
He's got
think you'll-
experience, meaning he's been up in the plane.
Right. Man, that's overrated.
That's overrated. It's what you bring. But I did ask him a lot of questions about things, and I think he was impressed.
So that's the real reason.
Yes.
He wants an
Bonding.
end to-
I'm bonding.
Well, I think
Yeah,
it's just,
you're bonding with your son-in-law.
Yeah.
That's
Listen,
respectable.
that's real sweet. Todd.
So Todd, now that they're
So
married,
this aviation thing is going to go out the window.
No.
what are your grandchildren going to call you?
Well, I'm half Italian, and I'm
I
thinking
thought you were from Nova Scotia.
half Italian.
Oh, good God.
So I'm thinking Geppetto. Except for I'm afraid it would get shortened to pedo.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering if you don't want to be known as pedo.
That's PETO, not PEDO.
How about the Todd father? Since you're,
It might be
that's
fine.
got an
Listen, I got
Italian
a while
ring
before I
to
got to
it.
worry about that.
Well,
You don't know
we
that.
Think,
Yeah, maybe.
we
Who
think.
knows?
You don't know that.
We talked at the top of the show here about kind of what we've been doing, but real quick, I think we'd be silly to not to mention it. We thought we were headed this direction, and now greatest year. And as you look at these walls, there's been a lot of good ones. Greatest year in Bar Eve sports.
Oh,
Ever.
Ever by far, number one, no debate.
And then that's incredible.
No,
Could get better
It could
in the
get
next
a lot
48
better.
hours.
Yeah, it could get a lot better.
So the rundown is what?
the golf regional
Girls.
will be
Starting the fall.
Oh, okay.
okay. Starting in the fall.
Girls will be first. Girls golf.
Girls golf went to state.
Smallest school ever to go to state.
Right. Non-class golf.
Right.
Yeah.
Boys cross country would probably have been next, right?
Yep. To the state finals.
To the state finals.
No classes.
As a team.
As a team. No classes.
No classes. Volleyball victory.
Playing up a
In
class.
2A.
2A. Yeah.
That's impressive.
Boys state champion in 1A though, right?
Yep.
1A basketball
1A, and then
with a majority of underclassmen.
yeah,
Ahead of their time.
and then softball state finals now. Then what's next?
An opportunity.
Opportunity for the golf team to go to state tomorrow.
And if the baseball team was playing in the class that they should be,
We don't even need to go
No.
to that anymore.
no,
You know, there doesn't have to be any ifs and nuts or
no,
candy
there
and
doesn't.
butts. You know,
But I agree.
Yes and no, but
Yeah.
I mean, you can't argue with 6 championships.
Well, and then the
If you
sectionals
get-
and the other. It's
But at the beginning of the year, like this,
It's
well-
easier to say where they didn't win a sectional.
yeah,
Boys
I mean,
and girls soccer, girls basketball. And because I think they won the sectional in girls cross country.
how
Didn't
about
they?
tennis?
They won sectionals in both. In fact, they ended up getting to semi-state on the boys' side.
Yep.
And then
one class.
one class. So it's crazy.
yeah, it's
Beat Jasper, right?
Yes.
it's been something else.
You know, and sometimes you can say, well, you have this junior class or senior class that's got so many athletes in it. The thing about this year is you're getting contributions from, senior to freshman, and we saw that Saturday, Bryno.
Yeah.
It was JJ Knapp, the freshman, who was start on the volleyball side, but the bomb to tie it, and the shot to tie it at night, and
Right.
then the wheels kind of came off for everybody else.
and
after
by the
that.
way, after she had an inside the Parker in the sectional,
Yeah.
Wow.
just incredible.
Bryno, they are showing on that right there, Corey Pavin in the 1995 Shinnecock U.S. Open.
Okay,
What kind of clubs did he play?
King Cobra.
Nope.
McGregor.
Nope.
No,
He played the Cleveland VAS 792s with the
Him and his
purple
numbers.
and those things were.
Yeah, in 1995, that's about a year before golf got exciting for the rest of the world.
Nevertheless, in fact, I actually gave Jalen Mullen a set of those clubs.
Yeah.
But do you remember those? They were oval shaped.
I don't remember.
They had the anti-slice bias on it and everything else. They were the easiest clubs in the world to hit, and they go to the trash heap of history now.
yeah.
No?
Oh well,
Yeah.
But anyway,
I just saw that up on
yeah,
the
no, I got it.
When I was doing a couple games with you, I noticed that freshman that you're talking about. You could tell she was athletic and heady about the game, and
I mean,
kind of ahead of her time mentally.
The greatest thing about JJ is she is a, 14 or 15-year-old kid. And when I say she's a kid, and Dow, we were in education for a long time. You get freshmen, and sometimes they're
A little bit flighty.
They're sometimes they're adults, and sometimes she's a kid, dude.
Yeah.
She, there's
Just out there having fun.
just out there having
taking her
fun.
hacks.
There's no worries about, she is just a competitor, and I'm glad she's on our side for the next
Yeah.
3 years.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you that one she hit in the championship, semi-state championship. That thing was a bomb.
Yeah.
I mean, she hit that, and her sister hit one just as hard. It just didn't get as high in the next inning to win it. But I was telling Dal before, and we've talked about it on the air and everything else. They could not have been more beat in game one that day.
No.
They couldn't get anybody on base, let alone two, let alone score a run until they could in the fifth or
Yeah.
whatever, and then they just. I mean, that game was as over as a game you'll ever see.
Until it wasn't.
Yeah.
Not to give away trade secrets, but I was talking to, Hallie and JJ's father, my great friend Ryan Jonep, on the phone last night, and he had listened to our broadcast where you said, "Hey, what were you thinking 45 minutes ago?" And he said, "I was thinking, I'm going to get the yard mowed. I'm going to get the cover off the pool. Like, I'm going to do all of these things when we get home, like all of these tasks that I got around my house."
He probably has a real sense of what's happening.
Yeah.
Why do they not have the cover off the pool right now?
Well, I mean, I think they put it on and put it off. And by the way, this week
I'm
is,
just wondering.
it is warm.
That's the
But-
kind of journalism we do at
Yes,
the
it is.
B3.
Yeah, point at the camera.
I'm playing to the camera.
Emphasis. For
Todd's
emphasis.
you see Todd's trying to be the star
Yeah,
already.
he
A
is
little
the
bit.
star.
A little bit.
He's already.
He was against it. He was against it. Now he's all about it.
Well, no, it was his idea. Then he was against it.
Oh, okay.
And then he's no.
Yeah.
He wanted a new dress code. He wanted new. He
Do
wore a new
we
hat.
all need to go with some sort of a ensemble each week? Something different? Is there going to be like a flavor or an
Well, I think
outlook or a-
Dow's already done that with his hair.
This is
People,
That's what I
people
got
are
to
going to
offer.
see this and they're going to go, "Who is that
Who is
that
that?
damn hair
Brad
is
Pitt
on
looking
point.
gentleman?"
Now, did we cut the sides?
Where-
Right?
Yeah,
we cut the
you're
sides.
just fading it up and in. My son's got a haircut like that. Yeah.
Would you allow your players to wear hair like that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Out of your eyes, clean. Yeah.
Now, bend down. You're still.
Whoa.
You're still. No, he's still totally solid on top. Golly, I envy you.
Man, yeah. You got a full head.
56.
I've never had hair though.
I'm considering turning Jewish so I can start wearing a yarmulke at this point, just to cover the bald spot.
Cover the bald spot. I guess you could.
L'chaim.
Hey,
Assalamu alaikum, my brother.
Assalamu alaikum, yeah. We are appealing to everyone.
well, you need to wear all your shirts because that's a signature you're
I'm
starting to develop.
I'm adding to my retro shirt game.
I like the shirt game.
My 1985 yellow MTV shirt was dirty tonight.
I'll show you a J. Will shirt I got.
Oh, you
Did
got
you
one?
Ever watch
Yes,
that?
I'm sorry I didn't reply to your text.
Does he answer all your texts or no?
No.
No, I'm a poor texter.
Okay.
He probably he does pretty good with me, I would say.
We
There's some lapses sometimes.
the NCAA college softball, and I credit Barstool Sports a lot for giving Jay Will a platform and making it a thing. But
Well, he didn't even want it.
I didn't know he
They
was
just
a
came
thing.
up with
Yeah.
They just came up with the idea.
and I mean
He wasn't a thing till they hit his daughter five times at Florida, and it was his old college, and he was hot.
Yeah, he got thrown out and almost arrested. Then you found out he was the innocent one
Right.
in the entire
Then they
thing.
let him back in.
Let him back in,
Yeah.
and
Oh wow.
yeah, it was. I started watching the clips.
Oh, it was good.
It was. It
The
was
off
so,
the field stuff was way better.
Yeah. Oh, well, but like you got to do something to market yourselves.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I think. I always call it the new media. That's the one thing they do better than anybody else.
How much money did he make doing that?
Oh, I'm not.
Had to make 100,000 probably.
Oh, I'm.
Probably more.
I'm sure. I mean, you became the influencer. I mean, there's no doubt about it.
Hey, speaking of Barstool, Ringer, who else?
Let's see. You got
Outkick.
Barstool, Ringer,
We're
Outkick.
available.
Yep. I don't know if
I think 4 guys in a sports bar.
awful announcing. I don't know
Yeah.
if they've got any.
Hey, we're available, guys.
We could do it. For sure.
We got to mention we are filming this like we will most every episode at Red Bones Bar and Grill in Montgomery, Indiana, where the
Good times roll.
Byler is our new producer
Bon temps
of
roulette.
video. So thanks, Byler, for doing
Thanks,
all
Byler.
that. And it's a new era. We'll get better at this. This is our first video pod.
First video pod. First video venture.
Speaking of news and sports, I just happened to think of this. Did anyone see the hideous video in New York City after Game 3 of the NBA Finals, and those guys chased down the Spurs jersey wearing guy and beat the. I mean, this is almost Reginald Denny stuff. There's some guys running across the street, Spurs jersey, and the dude kind of just wants to get away. Now, this is what I saw. There could be another angle that shows something else, but he kind of tries to get away a little bit and then realizes he turns around and starts throwing haymakers because he's got this whole crowd coming at him. Wow. They get him on the ground and just start going to town, which is why Todd avoids escalators.
That sucks.
All right, let's just
remember
let's
that happened last year. Sorry, Todd, when the Pacers, that guy in New York,
yeah,
and they were playing New York, and Halliburton flew him to.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Flew him to Indianapolis to watch the Pacer game.
Are there certain places that you shouldn't wear an opposition jersey?
I agree.
Should you wear?
I think we should
you
be
wear
a
a Yankee
civilized
jersey in
culture.
Fenway?
We should. You're right.
Should you wear a Yankee jersey in Fenway and vice versa? You know, should you wear a Laker jersey? You know what I mean at the Garden?
Well, all this
or
is
vice
happening
versa?
in your Northeast, Todd. This is predominantly
I'm
a
just
Northeast
asking,
issue.
should you wear?
And by the way, like what happened? I don't know about you, but when I was in school, and this is almost foreign. Dal, how many fights did you have to break up or deal with in your years at North Davies? I mean, I guarantee it was a handful.
Hardly any.
Yeah, but back in the day, I mean, people just
all the time
fought every day. Is
Oh,
what
yeah,
you did. Guess what? Hey, here's the fight, 1-on-1, and you knew when it started. You knew when it was over. This jumping in stuff like you're in MS-13. I tell you what, you know, those guys. It's freaking criminal.
Why are you picking on MS-13? Why not the Crips? Why
all
not
of
the
them.
Bloods?
All of them.
Come on, man.
It's criminal. And by the way, like if you got jumped in my hometown or your hometown, probably not Todd's hometown, but Bryno's hometown, if you got jumped by 2 or more people, that was the biggest like puss move in the history of the world.
True.
And
Can you imagine?
so, I'm going to tell you who's worse.
Why does my hometown not get to be?
Because you got 12 of them, and 3 of them are in the Northeast.
Okay.
But I'll tell you who's worse: the people who film it. I think every single time those people, whatever the criminal charges,
They are
be,
co-conspirators.
They are co-conspirators.
They did
for
I think,
content.
They did arrest. I think it was. I forget. It was 13, maybe.
I saw
they
8
arrested
this morning.
I've made up my mind. I'm probably going to die that way because I'm not going to stand around and watch somebody get innocently whipped like that.
Can
That's
you
ridiculous.
imagine having a guy on the ground, even if you're part of the people that are mad at this dude? Maybe he even provoked in your group and everybody start. Can you imagine walking over and somebody on the ground and kicking them? Like
Not for wearing a Spurs jersey.
Yeah.
Yes. So in answer to his question, absolutely, you should be able to
take it off.
But don't.
Yeah, I get it.
But don't be. You can't be a dick
And
while
I'm-
you're doing it.
I mean,
you know.
And I'm not eliciting. I'm not eliciting a political debate, but I'm just going to say this: laws in New York are different than laws in Texas. Try that in Game 5 in San Antonio and see what happens.
Very true.
There's not going to be fists and boots. There's going to be weapons.
Yeah.
And you states with concealed carry and all of that other good stuff.
Well, it was.
That's hoodlums. It's probably
It
not
was
even going to the
sickening.
game.
Yeah, you're probably right.
They're just probably.
Well, I don't know how they could afford it. I saw the ticket tonight was $6,500 on StubHub.
Do you ever see the guy, the guy on the internet who goes to the Ohio State games with the Michigan jersey, though, and starts acting like a super dick?
Well,
Or,
then
and then,
Well,
you know what I
then
mean?
he
No, but
might
I mean,
get hit in the
that's
head
like
with a
his
beer can.
That's like his thing. You know what I mean? He goes and
he's taking a chance.
I mean, there's nothing worse, period, of being at a game, and it's, even if it's for your own team, but somebody up yelling at the crowd. Guess what, Jackwad? You didn't hit a home run. You didn't hit a 3.
somebody yelling "crybaby."
They can't hear you.
Yeah.
Somebody yelling "crybaby," Bryno.
Bryno, is it time to tell this story on the air?
It's time to tell the story.
Well,
Thank you, ma'am.
we're at Sullivan the other night, and at the end of the, I don't know what inning it was.
Fourth
fifth,
inning, fifth
somewhere
inning,
in there.
somewhere in there.
There's a catcher's interference call that ended the inning. Trevor McConnell comes out for Bar Reeve and is just questioning the call.
As Brent has questioned many a call.
Yeah, no problem.
It's your job.
It's the third out. they're the kids when he starts talking, and he's not being demonstrative. He's not Earl Weaver kicking dirt, whatever. And so he's talking to the umpire and getting an explanation, and he ain't buying it. So he's continuing to talk, but it's not getting ugly or loud or anything like that. But he's there. But he's a little bit animated. Well, then the Sullivan crowd, who, by the way, have moved above Vincent Gervais on my list of most hated crowds.
Oh, we've played them last game of the year.
I don't disagree with you.
It's a different clientele.
They're starting to yell at him and get on him. Well, our broadcast table is, if you can imagine, like just to the left of home plate. So on the third base side, but we're almost right behind home plate. But the Sullivan crowd is right there with me. Well, there's an old guy basically at the end of our broadcast table. I mean, so much that his arm's on our table and he's got his water there, whatever. He's sitting there and he starts yelling at McConnell. And this is a guy that played baseball at IU. He's, pretty.
Dad was a football coach at LSU.
I would say he's not, he's not some dad they figured out to coach the teams, nobody else. This is a real baseball coach. He's asking, and him and the crowd starts yelling at McConnell, and then he says, "Shut up, you crybaby." And I was about to say something then he followed it up with, "Play ball, that's enough." And I'm like, your pitcher is warming up. There is no ball to be played.
Right.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Bryno was going to kick his
Oh,
ass.
it gets better.
And then the let's say elderly, no offense, Albert, the man turns around and says, "You shut up."
Oh, wow.
And I said something to the effect of, "Old man, you better watch who you're telling to shut up."
Nice.
And he turned back around.
He was crippled.
If he had gotten out of his walker with the seat in it,
You'd have took him out.
I would have done something.
Because he was crippled.
Again, if you're mouthing off, it doesn't matter, right?
Right.
It doesn't matter.
Now,
Doesn't matter if you're crippled.
I feel like I won at the end of the night.
I think so,
because
too.
After the game, he stood up. He had
With some help.
obviously shit his pants.
Obviously.
No question.
No,
This
he
guy.
did. Yeah.
So karma struck him during the game.
I'd say somewhere in about the 8th or 9th inning. Because that load had been in there for a while. So, yeah.
So the moral of the story is,
Karma
And of
got
course,
him.
me being
Everything taken care of.
I guess you would call our style now. It's you and me. We do realistic broadcasting. We don't hide a lot of things, and behind the curtain.
Gonzo, like Hunter S. Thompson.
Gonzo broadcasting. And so, let's just say everybody heard this whole deal.
the moral of the story is, if you're a crippled man with uncontrollable bowels, you need to shut the fuck up if Bryno's is sitting down by you.
I could have taken him.
Well, if you're,
Oh, I know. I think you could have.
Yeah. And by the way, he had these two giant scabs
Oh.
right above his elbow, and the flies and gnats were on it all night. Yeah.
They were seeping.
and he
It
was
seeping.
sitting right next to you.
Yes.
That's true. That's
Lucky
a true
you.
story.
And right in front of Tom McClanahan from WTWO.
And I was there, Bryno, and then Deco. And it was, like I said, it had been a fortress, though, for him to actually get to Deco if he wanted.
Yeah, he couldn't have
Thank you.
gotten to Deco.
Thank you,
Well,
guys.
one thing, I don't know if he could have physically gotten to Deco, but if he had,
Well, we had to
I
move.
was being a gentleman. I don't engage in any of this BS.
No. Call the tackle.
No, you
Call the
you just
tackle.
Freaking elbow somebody and say, "Did you hear that?"
Thank you, Dow. You know me better than I know myself. So, do you have it on there?
Well, I thought so, but I don't.
It's all right. We
Hey,
thought
man,
we should.
it happens.
We thought
I
it.
don't.
Well, you need to update your
I know.
your
I'm slacking. This new mixer's got me.
That's the one thing I'm worried about with refereeing is like when people yell
Yeah,
that
you can't-
stupid stuff.
you
can't turn
You
around.
cannot
cannot
do it.
turn around.
I made
I'm being paid $32. I'm being paid $32.
I made a vow to myself 2 years ago.
That's $1 a minute.
I'm no longer in a junior high basketball game saying anything to an official. I'm just done.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah.
Just no.
Hey, it
no,
doesn't do-
Your kids are making so many
No.
mistakes. You can't.
I'm done.
Mark that, Byler. market.
You have to be because they're so bad.
Yeah,
Most are so bad.
It's not even worth it.
We've talked about this before.
After I almost left South Knox in handcuffs, I thought,
See,
What are we going to do as a state? I'm serious.
you're just not on as big a stage. There's a lot of idiots out there besides myself.
It was. Oh yeah, yeah.
That was very well phrased.
Anybody think you getting
Besides
escorted off after a
myself.
sectional or anything? Like, yeah, you weren't. No, I
that happens all the time in junior high, right?
It was horrific stuff, but at the same time, I also didn't help things along.
Yes.
And I did. In turn, our crowd was incensed, and
Everybody feeds off everybody.
did, and they know what they saw, and it wasn't worth it. It's not worth it.
It's not.
And I just decided.
Good for you, Mike.
I'm done.
Well, I told
So
them.
remember that when you banged me this year in the junior high basketball
test
game.
that theory this winter.
I told that football story I told on the Your Parents Are Loco. That referee asked me, told the cops to come to escort me out, and they're like, "He's fine, like stop it," and I just walked out. But
Oh, wow.
yeah, I'll tell
You know
the
what?
story
We
off
were
air.
at
I told them.
Lagodi for the North Davies.
Well, you have that voice that carries. They can hear
that
you.
for the North during
I was right.
during the sectional championship, and they had to escort an Orleans woman out, a big Orleans woman who was also crippled.
What?
I don't know if there's a
There's
relationship
kind
there.
of a pattern.
It's not even called that these days,
Yeah,
right?
I don't think you could say that.
Crippled?
Yeah, can you?
I don't. I think you can.
I think you can, but I don't think it's called that.
I don't know. She was
Just
immobile,
Disabled.
disabled.
barely mobile. Is that how you
Todd,
say it?
you're barely mobile.
I understand that, but I don't get anything special for it. I don't have one of those free
Yes, you
pass
did get something
placards,
special for it. You got a Subaru.
and I got a ride. And I got a ride from the athletic director at Brown County too, which is kind of nice.
How is your Subaru, by the
It's
way?
fine. It's fantastic. Didn't cost me $10,000 in a new engine like my Chevy did, or almost did 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And its safety rating is off the charts.
It's off the charts.
Real quick commercial.
Coexist.
Now that we're on video and we're going to learn how to actually do this with Byler at the helm, if you would like to sponsor this podcast for the upcoming season, PBR, give me, Deco, you know how to get a hold of us most likely, but if you don't, you could call me at 812-363-3138 or email me at BRYNO23
Or if you just want to give
at
us stuff,
Gmail.
like a free oil change, hats.
As I was saying, BRYNO23 at gmail.com, and we can figure something out.
We'll wear people's hats. We'll wear their shirts.
Yeah.
Shirts, hats,
Oh yeah.
We'll do this podcast shirtless and paint your logo on it.
Dollar General gift cards,
Crypto.
crypto.
Yeah, I will, even though Bitcoin's $57,000 now, but that's all right. It'll bounce back.
You
It
can
always
buy.
does.
Is that not good? Not a good
that bad?
crypto price?
No, there's a Kalshi bet about whether it hits $50,000 or $100,000 first.
I cannot wrap my head around that. I guess I'm just not smart enough.
I'm not. Technology has passed me.
FYI, couple of things. I read something. You guys, it is the 53-minute mark, and if this bores you, tune back in at about 56 minutes.
Okay.
Not in 56
Yeah.
minutes. In 3 minutes.
But I read a-
one big one to talk about, right?
But yes.
Is that Mrs. McRoberts?
Yeah, we're going to. But I read today, and I don't even know if he's an active player anymore.
Okay.
But the most wealthy current NBA player is who? Have you guys read this?
The most wealthy current NBA
Used to be Junior
player.
Bridgman.
Current.
Used to be Junior Bridgman.
Current.
So it's not obviously LeBron.
Which it's
I mean,
funny
somebody-
because of who this person has associated with. Because he was one time dating a member of a family who had the youngest billionaire in the world ever.
Jeez.
James Harden.
Lamar Odom.
Good call, Todd. It's not Lamar Odom.
He's not current.
But Tristan Thompson,
Ah.
who for years was following where LeBron went, he went. In 2018, I forget how many millions of dollars he took out of his salary, and he invested it in Planeteer. and they had their IPO, and the dude became, that whatever he invested. I love IPOs. And
He's still in the league?
maybe not. I need to look. But, he multiplied his money hundreds of fold. And I know Todd is going to hate this and probably take his headset off and walk out. But this guy, 6 or 7 years ago, heard about.
Oh my God!
You did it.
I hope you got that
You
on
did it.
film.
He bet on AI technology.
And won.
Yeah, and won. And I was reading about it last night. I know SpaceX is having their IPO, and they're talking about how there's 4,000 new millionaires, including like cafeteria workers who said, hey, you know what? Instead of getting paid $20 an hour, pay me $18 an hour, but I want this much equity in the company. And it goes public, and all these. I love stories like that. Just
I love stories of billionaires, man. That's just the best.
Hang on. I like stories of billionaires who create generational wealth. For average people, even sports writers.
I'm gonna throw my headphones down.
Here I am.
Maybe you
I'm
should
buying
have
camera equipment.
Maybe you should have invested in
Because there is no
Planeteer,
such
Todd.
thing as there's no such thing as an equity crisis in this country between those who work the hardest and those who make the most.
I think you should respect companies who offer equity in return for your labor. That's what I think.
I don't think that that's a terrible thing.
And so stories like that, I'm fascinated.
Wouldn't that
by.
be nice to
Yeah.
find one of those?
I wish we had a little equity in our jobs the last 25 plus years. Been nice.
Hey, speaking of that, go try out a new podcast, and it's probably not one you'll ever listen to, but just give it a chance. Listen to Left of Midlife. Deco and I were on that show this week, and
You guys are doing 2 podcasts?
No, I was just a guest.
yeah, we were just a guest.
And you're busy.
But it is part of the Impulse Podcast Network with the great Pinfall Talk, the Old School Red Hill Podcast, Left of Midlife, the B3 Podcast, of course, the flagship. But
Of course, the flagship.
Of course.
before we
doing
go,
tailgate or anything up at Purdue?
I don't know. We haven't
Radio
even talked
tailgate?
what we're doing.
Haven't even thought of. We're playing at a unique time.
Thought about that's 2 days away.
It's 4:30 in the afternoon, so
Yeah, why is it
you don't
so
have
late?
and you know this from your time at North Davies Dow, the hotel and the banquet and all this and the that. There's not a lot of that. It's kind of at a weird time, so
Do you just show up and play in softball?
you just
pretty
kind of
much?
show up and play.
Why
Gotta
is the
find-
game so late? Is there games before that?
Two Friday,
They're
two
Friday
Saturday.
night.
Two
they're
Friday,
two
two
Friday,
Saturday.
2 Saturday. Okay. What a great place to play, though.
Real quick, though,
It's
Shake
awesome.
Broadcasting is your place for high school sports at 3 o'clock. It'll be Road to the State with Mike DeCourcy
3-ish.
hosting that, 3-ish.
Oh, so you are doing something.
And then 4-ish, it will be, we'll come on with the pregame show. And then first pitch 4:30 on the General. So listen in, and even if you're at the game, bring your headsets.
I'm calling out the IHSAA.
Call them out, Todd. Do
I
it.
want better hospitality.
Yes.
Can you remember how sad and sorry the hospitality was at baseball the last few years?
Well, how bad was it
they
at
had,
basketball?
They had the festivities going on for the bigwigs, and they sent us about 100 miles away to get like a little third of a Jimmy John's.
How bad was it at basketball? It was non-existent. There was
non-existent.
coffee and tea, period.
With
And I
no
saw,
sugar and no creamer.
yeah, and I saw a rat run across the floor. Now,
Yeah,
not
that
that they
is-
can help that,
That is a true story. He did.
but there was nothing, not one thing to eat
Not a
in the
freaking
hospitality.
donut.
Nothing.
Not a cruller.
Coffee,
not a,
tea,
a
no cruller.
Where was the hospitality for basketball? Up on the end
No,
zone, or
in the
down
press room.
in the
Yeah, down
corridors?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to just say,
Dow wasn't
talking
concerned
to
with
you,
getting a
IHSAA.
cruiler in
I've never been
2022.
to a hospitality room in my life.
We have to
during
get
that- during
the
game.
we have to get the commissioner back on here, and we're not going to be disrespectful, but we have things to talk about, and
low blood sugar.
and they yes.
And they're just gonna go whatever you want to hear, and then go do whatever they want.
Just get one of those party subs from Subway.
Couple of party subs.
Yeah.
Maybe a couple.
Maybe a couple of them.
Maybe a little
cookie platter.
A little cookie platter.
Yeah.
Macaroni salad.
Are you going up?
Yes.
Saturday?
But before we go,
Yes, you go, lead this.
very rarely do I get a story that comes across my screen where I'm just like, that one's got me.
That's crazy you saw this.
And Dal, I don't even remember. So in 2005, Tyler Zeller was Mr. Basketball. Cody Zeller was Mr. Luke Zeller was Mr. Sorry. Had 3 to choose from, picked last. Yep. Luke Zeller was Mr. Basketball in Indiana. But you look at any national ranking service that year, and the best player in the state, and one of the 2 or 3 best players in the country.
Because he went to Duke, right?
Right.
Yeah, was Josh McRoberts from.
And Dominique James was pretty highly regarded as well.
From Carmel High School.
Yep.
And there had been a couple of things about McRoberts that was, I'm not going to say they were off, but he didn't go to college in state. There was a little stain on Carmel at the time. There
wasn't no little stain on Carmel. Carmel was the most hated school in the state.
And there was some stuff to go along with that.
I mean, yes.
But the one reason why I always followed him is my friend across the way, bdal_lefty at hotmail.com.
I can't believe you remember that.
I do. Is like Dal just, I don't even remember if it was in your living room or on the golf course one time. You just kind of went down, hey, you know this athlete from here. Well, their dad went to Rushville.
Yeah.
Their mom, this athlete from here. Their mom went to Rushville, and it was amazing. And I said that in a text last night. All roads lead to Rushville, but it was amazing how many different elite athletes had went on to different careers at different places, college, pros, had great high school careers, but there was a connection back to your hometown.
Yeah.
And one of those was Josh McRoberts, McDonald's All-American. He played 11 years in the NBA.
Yep. Played for the Pacers.
Played for the Pacers, played with LeBron and the Heat during that time.
LeBron James.
But
I think he's got LeBron on his speed dial yesterday.
well, hang on. You know who married him? This is how far down the rabbit hole I went. Chris Bosh was the minister at his wedding.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So Dal back
he probably does.
Back in 2003, 4, 5, and all this is going on, and he's like, oh, yeah. He didn't go to high school with his mom, but
No, she was older.
Did you date? You never took her to prom?
I watched her play girls basketball.
Did you kind of spy on her a little
Hell
bit
yeah,
through the
when she was
window?
like 10 or-
Where did she play in college, Dal? Do you remember?
Man, I want to say Butler, but
Butler or Purdue or something like that?
I don't think it was that big. But Butler or Indianapolis, maybe.
Yeah. So
She was tough.
So, McRoberts goes on national championship at Duke, lots of years in the league. And so I always kind of followed him because Dal was just like, hey, my parents were friends with who would be his grandparents.
Yes.
They were big farmers. My parents were big farmers.
Superintendent at Rushville at one point.
Yeah. They did all this stuff. So I just always, hey, you know them. I don't know. I've always made those connections.
Yeah. She was a straight up baddie.
She was a baddie. So
probably still is.
So this story, I mean, it just bing, 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 and then I sent it to you guys, and Bryno was like, dude, my wife told me this is nuts. So
my wife told me, quit snoring. Answer that damn phone.
Get off
She did.
TikTok with your stupid aviation videos.
So what had happened was it looked like some of the family, when they kind of naturally moved to the northern part of Indianapolis, Carmel, Zionsville, Boone County, everybody kind of followed, and they ended up buying a farm there.
Yeah. And
the first comment I saw was from Dal's mom, and it was on an obituary, and it was just saying, hey, this woman who would be Josh McRoberts' grandma passed away this spring. She was 85 or 86 years old and had dementia and Alzheimer's and everything else. And it was Linda Swan Dalrymple who just said, one of my dear friends, and we did this and this and this together, and blah blah blah, and tremendous lady and family, blah blah blah. So what happened, Todd, is the McRoberts family, who Josh is now retired. I think he's back being an assistant at Carmel. Like, he's just local business doing all this stuff. He's back in Indiana. They took a family vacation. And while she was on vacation, the grandmother, the mother of this, who Dal knew from Rushville,
Who's in assisted living.
they checked her out of assisted living for a week while the family was gone. And it looks like they signed over, and if you've driven on the north side of Indianapolis, I mean, there's stacked pickles and Chipotles and everything, like everything's under development. And this woman with obviously, at best, late stage Alzheimer's, they somehow sign everything over to a woman who, Todd, is a Republican councilwoman in Zionsville.
Right.
And it's a
I didn't realize they were that.
a multi-million-dollar bilking scheme.
Yep.
But in the meantime, she dies. And not only does she die,
Or did she?
but by the time she's back, the family's back. This woman has already been embalmed, so they cannot do an autopsy
Oh, wow.
to determine a definitive method of death.
Tonight on Dateline.
So does this lady who checked her out of the nursing home, who got all this paperwork signed, is she some sort of caretaker? How would you even check somebody
Well,
out of a
that's what
nursing home?
And what you found
And
out,
how do you have them embalmed at a funeral home if you're not
How
there?
much power do you have? As a
She got a
councilwoman.
power of attorney.
and if you dig deeper, what you find out is there had been some contentious relationships between the man and the woman who did this, and then the Pennington family over the years, because she was sitting in prime farm ground in an
Yeah.
area that's just being developed left and right.
Yeah.
And now, not only do they check her out of an assisted living facility, which is conspicuous at best, because my grandmother, my uncle, I'm sure everybody at this table has had people you love who've had dementia and
I
Alzheimer's.
don't even know how you get them out of
It's the worst way to die. And they do this in the last 2 weeks of her life.
Yeah.
And she signs everything over under these circumstances. It's
sure.
crazy. It's crazy.
I am sure there is a judge who will say, there's no way this is
Legal.
Yeah, because the power of attorney and everything else that they would have had to have signed. I just, believe it or not, we were never in Washington, Indiana. We were never Josh McRoberts fans.
Rightfully so.
However, I think I'm rooting for him and his family in this.
Beyond it's a wild.
Sounds like the Ozarks.
Yeah.
Jason Bateman.
Yeah,
You're,
right.
you're not wrong. And
Yeah, this is crazy.
and if you look at like what they ended up, because they did give, I think, $750,000 for
Less.
this.
But it was
no, not
it
less.
was
But,
less.
but like if you went on what the value of an acre was that they had, I mean, there's
gave
not
way
there's
less.
not a hotter real estate area,
Market, yeah.
not just in Indiana, but as we found out with the Bears and everything that's going on, like in the Midwest.
In the world.
And well, I wouldn't go that far. But, for pennies on the dollar. So then the question becomes, okay, not only did you do this and you bilked this lady out of her farm and this and that and everything else, but, oh yeah, she basically dies under their care?
Yeah, no kidding.
I would
it's
say that the McRoberts are about to call Ice Miller. And the next thing you know,
I'd call the hammer.
or the hammer.
Well,
Is that Mike Tyson's?
And
Well,
getting into mycase.in.gov, what you found out is that, every family, Todd, I eventually hope to be your power of attorney.
Yes, I've already.
I want to take over your estate on the east side of Washington. But McRoberts, who had played, I forget how many millions of dollars he earned in the NBA, but I just think they went to him and said, hey, you're the grandson. You've got this business acumen. You've dealt with all this. Basically, you're controlling grandma's estate.
Yeah.
And it was ripped out from under him.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I think he comes out on top of this one.
For me, I was on Team Zeller back then, even when we were in Pennsylvania, and Dow was trying to fight every parent after they hit the shot because we were tired of being on a bus. But, it's
Why does it all come back to
It all
Dal's
comes
emotions.
back to me and Dal's
Dal's
emotions. Everything
emotions.
comes back to me and Dal's emotions. But
I was pissed off that day.
yeah, too many parents. But just a crazy story. It's a true crime story. It's one that they're going to make Netflix documentaries and,
Yeah,
and
maybe.
Dateline, NBC stuff in 48 hours.
Keith
And-
My
Morrison.
man is taking over Fair Shake the week
July 18th.
July 18th. I have a feeling your agenda may have changed.
Speaking of which, do you know Keith Morrison from Dateline?
yeah,
You know who's
Matthew
stepfather
Perry.
is?
Yeah.
Matthew Perry, yes.
Matthew Perry.
yeah.
I got a question. Do you remember a couple months ago when Mark Sanchez?
Yeah.
Has anything ever happened with that?
I know they got their initial court deal, but I haven't heard anything
I
in a
think
while.
he came out just fine. I mean,
He's all right.
Yeah, I think
Who?
that-
The guy that got stabbed?
No, Sanchez. I mean, he was absolutely not responsible for any of that.
Mark Sanchez wasn't? He's been charged with
okay.
The driver.
I'm completely wrong. The driver's.
Yeah, because Mark
Right,
Sanchez
yeah.
had like 34 drugs in
Yeah,
his
he was
system when it happened.
Yeah.
Pickled down.
34. What would have
So
been
that
35?
hasn't gone forward.
No, it's and I'm sure Sanchez has the problem, and boy, this is where listening-ship is going to drop off. But the problem with our litigious society in America is we are one of the very few countries in the world when you get into lawsuits and all of this other stuff. In most other countries, if I sue Todd for being mean to me and hurting my feelings, Todd, you caused me emotional damage, and it eventually goes in front of a judge and a jury, and they're just like, "Hey, you're full of crap." In almost every other country in the world, not only do I pay Todd for making up a lie, I pay his attorney's
Attorney
fees,
fees
I
and
pay
everything
everything else. In America, that basically doesn't happen. So it is
creates
when
people.
Bryno always says, "Quit thinking about left and right, start thinking about top and bottom." This is what we're talking about, and that's why we have so many. Look at those. That's why we have
Wow,
so many
good call.
funky lawsuits. That's why you see the hammer billboards. That's why you see all of this other stuff.
Yeah, because they're just throwing stuff
Right.
against the wall. to
Yeah.
see
But
if it'll
but
see if it'll
now
stick.
in this case, where obviously these people who've done this on the surface, I'm not casting innocence or doubt, or guilt, but they've messed with an NBA player who's obviously he's
got
played a bunch of
cash.
seasons,
Who went to Duke?
who went back and graduated from Duke even after he left his second year. Like, they've done this to the wrong person.
Hopefully.
And
But you would have thought they would have figured that out. I mean, it takes
Well, you'd
some-
think that's what I don't understand how that even starts.
How long ago this happened?
this has
Days.
all happened
Days.
since like May the 6th.
Okay.
Yeah,
Which is-
it's a crazy story.
That
which is my
crazy.
birthday.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Todd.
birthday, Todd.
And it's the same day the Hindenburg crashed.
Story of your
Oh,
life.
the humanity.
And Willie Mays' birthday.
Jeez.
And a day after Cinco de Mayo.
And the day after Cinco de Mayo.
He missed it.
All right, ready?
We watching anything? Like, we got to end on
Yes.
that. What are we watching, Todd?
Watch the Four Seasons. I love it. If you liked Rooster, you'll love the Four Seasons on HBO.
I started Homeland again.
Okay.
And Claire Danes bothers the shit out of me in that show. But
started,
it's definitely worth watching.
Dutton's Ranch. You guys
I
didn't
did
like
too.
that, but
I'm
I
four
liked it.
seasons in, and or
I'm
four
four
episodes
yeah.
in.
I'm all right
I'm
with
like,
it.
I don't know if I can do this. It's so goddamn depressing.
It's better. Are you the one after they shot the cows?
Yeah, that's the one I'm on.
Okay, watch.
Keep going.
Yeah, keep going.
I said I don't know
Keep
if I
going.
can continue to do this. I'm ready to slit my wrist.
I know. It is
my,
bad.
My,
but
my, my
I
nephew,
like it.
my nephew Carson Boyd, who played against Dow. He's a pretty
Won very convincingly in the sectional semifinal.
well. Once where he got soccer tackled, and I had to yell about it on the radio. But no, he's a pretty worldly kid. We like a lot of the same things, and he has just hammered me. He's just like, you watch it. Yes.
Well, I tell you what, get
I like
ready. The
Rib.
first 4 episodes.
Yeah, it's.
It gets more enlightening after that.
Hopefully, it's
Yes,
better
they're-
than the last episode or
They're
last
coming
season
back.
of Yellowstone.
Jeez.
They're coming back.
I'm
No.
telling you, last night, which was the one you're talking about, I said, I don't know if I can do this anymore.
It was so bad, I couldn't watch them shoot the cows. I turned it off. I knew what was happening, and I couldn't even watch the
I've watched Napoleon Dynamite. That doesn't bother me.
What a great.
My son and I have started watching the Man in the High Castle, which is
I gotta watch
which
that.
is years old.
I saw it years ago, and I'm okay with it. But
Okay. Well, I've had a lot of people. It's critically acclaimed, so we're going to check that off, and we'll watch an episode after the finals tonight.
Ted Lasso's coming back with
Ted
it.
Lasso's coming back. I saw another one.
Coaching the girls team.
He's not going back to football.
He's going back to soccer, but it's going to be a girls team.
I'm done watching Dragons. I forgot to tell you that.
House of Dragons.
I'm done with Dragons.
which one?
All
House
of
of
them.
Dragons coming back here in a couple weeks.
I did not like. I loved. I love the first. Game of Thrones. House of Dragons. I watched it and I disliked it from day one.
Did
and
you
I
like
never,
this last one, Night of the Seven Kingdoms? It
No,
kind of a
I was
shorter one.
bored.
Oh, you're
I'm done with the Dragons.
I'm done with all
Bryno.
of you. I'm done with you.
Todd, do you want to be a color commentator Saturday?
Yeah, I'm done. I'm out. No, but if you like Rooster, or if you haven't given it a chance, Rooster and Four Seasons,
Rooster
it's
was
worth
fine.
it.
Rooster was fine.
I think Four Seasons is really good, and it's 2 seasons.
There
Give
is
it
a little
shot.
mistake
There's
in
some fun
Rooster,
stuff.
though.
I know.
I like
talked
finding
about
these things after they've been on. That way you can
You
binge
just
watch
watch
them.
them.
Can binge it.
Like
Yeah.
right now with Dead Ranch, I'm waiting till.
Did you watch
next week.
Marshalls?
No, I haven't.
Okay, I've heard it's really good. It's on, it's
Did
on
you guys watch the third part of the Spielberg, Tom Hanks War, Band of Brothers, Pacific, and then what's it called? Air Warriors?
I haven't watched any
Rocky
of those.
IV.
I have.
No. It's basically the story of the B-17 squadrons,
Masters of the Air.
Masters of the Air.
Yeah, I've not watched
Very
it yet,
good.
but I've heard it's fantastic.
I've not
Very
watched
good.
any of those.
Well worth. I don't know if you could do all three back to back to back in the course of a
So
week.
now I've got 3 shows I have to watch.
Master of the Air was, it just, I mean, as an aviator,
Right.
you know,
Yeah.
could I get into a B-17 and fly it? Probably, you know, but I don't know if I get all 25 missions in.
Yeah, I get you. All right, let's go.
Let's get out of here.
This week, listen to Deco and I on Saturday starting at 3 o'clock-ish. And we've got lots of softball action coming up with, speaking of, we just talked about her. JJ's in the house.
Is that the JJ Knapp who has had her own segment tonight? Should we get her on camera for a second?
Probably better get her on the
Swing
air.
around and get a picture of her, Byron.
Absolutely not.
JJ, we just need
That's
you to walk
illegal.
to the table and you can walk back.
That's illegal.
Come here.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Just wave at this camera right here. Yep. She's a star, ladies and gentlemen. She's a star.
Let him know you hit bombs.
And there's her nephew Benny right there.
Now he wants on.
Benny boy. No, don't get shy. You're from Bicknell.
So listen to us on Saturday. Todd, read his wise words in the Washington Times Herald.
I'll be there sitting next to Bryno and
Don't boo Dow if you see him refereeing in the
Yeah.
gym near you. Or, you know what? Go ahead. Little bit.
Go ahead.
Little bit.
Boom a little bit.
Yeah.
And throw
If
a clip.
anybody can
I would
take
say
it.
throw a clipboard.
If anybody can take it, my guy Dow can take it.
How many clipboards did you throw?
All right, let's go.
Yeah,
How many
you have all the
clipboards-
power.
How many clipboards did you throw? Are you claiming there was just the one?
Oh, probably more than one.
Okay, thank you.
Not that many.
Not that many. I was in his practices for 5 years. All this stuff is so overblown, it's not even funny.
Yeah, pretty much is.
Clipboards, sometimes they just slip.
I did hit Moke right in the chest with a Mountain
He
Dew bottle
deserved it
once.
for how he treated me in high school. We discussed that back in December at the Vault.
I came in at Clay. Yeah, remember that?
Yes.
Came in at Clay City and booted that Mountain Dew bottle, hit him right in the chest.
If anybody can take it, Mo can take a hit.
Listen to me every single weekday on the morning shake-up with the sports report. Saturdays, Fair Shake on all the Shake broadcasting stations. 8:05 on the Razor, 9:05 on Memories, 10:05 on the General. And this week we're going to talk postseason sports, but also going to do a couple segments on the. We've titled "Throwing 100 Miles Per Hour." Phil Collins in the 80s.
I haven't listened to segment 4. I'll do that on the way home.
Okay,
Can't wait.
buddy. All right. Well, we'll talk to you all later on, and we'll hopefully continue to get better looking if we're going to be on video.
That's going to be my signature move.
What's that?
He deep.
All right. We're out of here.
Catch you next
Goodbye,
time.
everybody.
Good luck, Bikes.